Swirl, 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 swirl,
Run!
swirl, 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 swirl.
ROFLNADO's Zupert has become so strong over the previous weeks, even Superman can't even stop it now. There's been over $3.5 bazillion worth of damage done in the past 6 months by this ROFLNADO. It has been exactly 2 years since the first ROFLNADO attack on Enrique's banana farm. ROFLNADO, we're willing to negotiate. What are your demands?
Swirl, 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 swirl.
I repeat, what are your demands?
Swirl, 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 swirl.
Alright, he's not willing to comply. Tell the artillery to take him out.
Swirl, 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 swirl.
On second thought. Run!
Swirl, 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 swirl.
Alright, Private. It's clear to me now that the ROFLNADO is impervious to our decks. We need to find a way to bring it down.
That's a big fucking tornado. We can't bring that thing down.
Calm down, Private. We have a serious threat that needs to be taken care of.
No. Fuck that. I'm leaving.
Private, are you going AWOL? I'll court-martial your ass so quick your head will hit next week.
Fine. I guess I'll see you there after you're done with that ROFLNADO, sir.
Fine. I don't need you. I don't need any of you. I'll take it down all by myself.
Swirl.
Holy shit! That ROFLNADO just killed the general!
What are we gonna do? What can we do?
Holy bejeebers, it's Batman!
I'm gonna ROFLNADO.
What?
I said
Haha, yeah! Hey Batman, what are your parents getting you for Christmas?
my parents are dead!
Well, that didn't work.
This just in. A Category 50 ROFLCane has been spotted right off the coast of where ROFLNADO Zupert is.
Swirl, 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 swirl.
They're about to fight. Private, we have them in the same area. We can stop this now.
He's right. Contact Orville 33 and tell them to drop the nuke on their coordinates. Coordinates received. Nuke strike ready for deployment.
Nuke deploying in 3, 2, 1. Dropping payload.
Swirl, 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 swirl.
Did he just throw a nuke back at us? Alright, what's going on out here? What just happened?
I guess it's not gonna explode.
You do know those things are on a timer, right?
What?